favorite song. Sarah Bareilles on Channel 95.7. 8:05.
It's poem time.
It is poem time.
All right, we're talking about poems and haikus and awesome ones. I need to share one from our Facebook page before we get going.
Okay.
This is Jennifer's haiku, and I love it.
I love it, too.
Okay. So she says, summer is happy, kids are full of joyful noise, Velociraptor. And I said, I wrote, from now on, all of my haikus will end with Velociraptor. It doesn't matter at all. It
That's
needs
awesome.
to definitely be there. You just throw that in.
Mine is not a haiku.
Mine is also not a haiku. Mine is a limerick.
Oh. No, don't do it yet.
I'm not doing it yet.
Okay, let's go.
I was going to explain to Nick what a limerick was.
Nick, I want you to do yours first.
All right.
Let's get Nick's first.
Haikus were 757, right?
757.
yes.
Alrighty.
Velociraptor.
I did a haiku. We poop, fart, gas, pee.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, clear your
Clear
throat.
your throat.
Yeah. Hold on.
Gross.
Whoa.
Hold on. We part. We're dirty.
All right, here we go.
Okay, what do we do?
Redo.
Okay.
We poop, fart, gas, pee. Bathroom talk makes us laugh on Connie and Curtis.
Oh.
That's so good, Nick.
That is a good one.
Did that follow the haiku rules? It seemed long.
I lost count after he started over and cleared his throat.
Okay, one more time. Do
Okay.
it one more time.
Do you want me to separate line by line? Tell you when the
Yes.
line ends? Okay.
Well, I mean, you don't have to tell us. Just pause.
No, tell us.
Okay.
End of line.
End of line.
What's that?
All right, here we go.
Okay.
We poop, fart, gas, pee.
5.
Bathroom talk makes us laugh on
8.
ding. Connie and Curtis.
Connie and
5.
Curtis. 5.
585.
Sort of a haiku.
What's the middle one? Say the middle one again.
The middle one?
Bathroom talk
3.
makes us laugh on
7.
That's 7.
Okay.
You can't count.
No. Well, bathroom,
Good job, Nick.
Bathroom talk on made me
Like
laugh.
the haiku.
Okay, so bathroom talk does
All
make
right.
us laugh right here.
Amanda, do you have your poem?
I do, and
right.
I also did a haiku.
Okay.
guys and
We
your
love the
haikus.
haikus around here, apparently.
Velociraptor.
Okay. My window is big. Blue shirts, blonde hairs I can see. This show gives me glee.
That's us. That's our
Aw.
show. Or you're watching
You
Glee.
No.
You guys wrote about the show.
We did.
That's sweet. Did you write about the show?
I did not.
I did not write about the show.
I did not. I actually adapted a poem that I remember from my youth, and I went ahead and I kind of made it my own. I don't know. It could be 100% stolen. I just remember this one. This is not an original.
Okay.
I will tell you that.
All right.
There was a young maiden from France who went out to an upper-class dance. It wasn't a question that she had bad digestion because she actually pooped in her pants. Right there. That's like third grade stuff right there. I definitely remember that.
That is funny.
About the young maiden in France who I was going to go with the guy from Nantucket and his beard and so on, but
yeah,
you can't do that. It's dicey, no.
It's hard to rhyme with that.
All right, so mine was a limerick. What is your
And yours
poem?
is about your favorite thing.
Poop, and so is Nick's. I love it.
I actually gave mine a title, and mine is also about my favorite thing.
Okay.
It's called Ode to the Shoe.
Ode to tissue.
Are you to the shoe?
To the shoe.
The thing you wear on your feet. You
Elizabeth
ready?
Shue.
Are you guys ready? Mm-hmm. I'm happy when I see you. Chills go up my spine. You make my feet dazzle while relaxing and drinking wine. I walk in you. I dance in you. I flit and sometimes float.
Wow, flit and float.
I only wish that on the water you would turn into a boat.
Oh, yeah, and then he could be walking on water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and I could be
nice.
driving around and then I'd have a boat.
Velociraptor.
Mine is not a haiku.
No. I like yours about shoes and boats.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think you're the winner.
Wait a minute.
Well, yours you took, it's stolen.
Yeah, but what about like Nick's?
I like Nick's.
I like all of
The
them.
second time when Nick's throat was clear.
When he
it was-
wasn't talking like he had pneumonia.
like he was Froggy
Right.
from the Little Rascals. I want everyone to know that it's
Yeah.
true. No. Okay, boat shoes. Good. What yours could be called? Yours could be called, it's called the Sperry Topsider.
It was going to end with moat, but
yeah.
I realized we don't have a lot of moats.
No.
No.
And if I had a castle, I'd dig a moat. The end.
Velociraptor.
Velociraptor. Thank you. Poem. And then you just yell poem and you walk up the stage. We need to find an open mic night at some sort of
No, we
at a
don't.
coffee house.
We'll play the bongos.
No, and just do our poems. We just do our poems at
Like
them.
these poems?
These 4 poems, we go and just perform them. Do it. There's got to be like some coffee shop that we could go after the show
Probably
today.
Madcap right now. You could go in there and recite your poem.
Just
Excuse
there
me.
once was a maiden from France who went to an upper class dance. It wasn't a question. She had bad digestion. She actually pooped in her pants. And then just sit down. Yeah. Thank you, coffee shop people.
Anybody would applaud.
They're just drinking their coffee. Like, what the heck is going on here? You do yours like it's at a coffee shop, and I'll be at the coffee shop.
Okay. Ode to the shoe. Ooh. I'm happy when I see you. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Chills go up my
You
spine.
have to project.
You make my feet dazzle while relaxing and drinking wine.
Coffee.
I walk in you, I dance in you, I flit and sometimes float. I only wish that on the water you would turn into a boat.
Bravo! Bravo!
Thank you!
Oh, bravo!
Thank you! Thank you!
Well played!
Thank you!
Yes! Oh, well done.
It is two of my favorite things.
Boats and shoes and poems.
That's three.
3 of your favorite things right there.
Shoes and boats.
And poems. You want boat shoes.
No, I don't want boat
They
shoes.
sell the boat shoes. You can easily go buy them.
I don't want boat shoes.
It's what it seems you want.
I want a boat and I want shoes.
A boat that turns into shoes. Or shoes that turn into a boat, like canoes. What if you wore canoes as shoes? Now that's like Dr. Seuss.
Now it is like Dr. Seuss.
She wore canoes as shoes. She had the blues because she kept tipping over and whatever rhymes with over. Rover?
Dover?
Stover.
Lost her. And then she had some stuffing made by Stover. Delicious. Poem.
Want to be part of
825 at Channel 95.7. It is 56 degrees now.
Soon it will be so much warmer and so much sandier downtown Grand Rapids. That's happening next Friday night, Friday the 13th.
It's the Son of a Beach Festival.
It's going to be a good time. We got
Yeah.
Parrots of the Caribbean. We have the ZBTB. That's a Zach Brown tribute band.
All right, 7708-957. If you would like a pair of tickets to go to our Son of a Beach Festival next Friday, it's a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, it's from
Caller
6 until 10. Now, it costs you $10 to get in. You can buy your tickets right now online, mychannel957.com, or caller 10, you're going at 7708-957. The
got
sand,
food.
the beer, the food. Slow dancing to come Monday. I can't wait for that. That's going to be so much fun.
All right, 7708-957.
Under the stars.
What is the forecast for? Oh, I can't see next Friday.
Oh,
Boo!
hold on. I'm just checking.
I can only see up to Thursday.
Sunny and 90. Going to be a perfect day.
90?
Going to be great. And then nice and cool as we hit 6 o'clock and we just wind down on our Friday night. Sand, no surf, but tons of sand. Whole dump truck full, right?
I know, it's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun. We got the Jimmy Buffett tribute band. We got the beers. We got the rum. I'm sure there'll be rum.
Connie and Curtis, who's this?
Danielle.
Danielle,
Hi,
you're
Danielle.
going.
Oh, fantastic.
Yay!
Now, do you-
Fantastic.
Do you,
Thank you.
You're
welcome.
Do you think you're going to wear a bikini top?
Well, probably not,
Okay.
but sorry.
No, and that's fine.
Really?
I'm just wondering what people are going to be wearing to this thing.
Are you going to be wearing a bikini top?
No, because I wouldn't normally wear that to the beach. I mean, I might not have a shirt on. Who knows?
But we're not going to be getting in water, so.
No, but
And it's not during the day, so we don't have to worry about working on our tans.
Well, it'll be sunny. It gets dark here at like 10 o'clock, so it'll be sunny
I
for
know.
most of the time.
Although that's going to end in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we got.
We start going the other way, Danielle. Did you know that? The daylight
no,
thing?
I didn't.
Yeah.
No, that's terrible.
In like 2 weeks, we're going to start losing it.
little thing you may have heard of called the summer equinox. a little vernal equinox.
All
I
right,
think.
Danielle, hold on a second. We're going to get your information.
We got that coming up. That's where the days get shorter. So the
more
longest day
tickets
of the
tomorrow.
year is going to be, what is it, the 20th or the 21st, where it's the most daylight that we
know.
have. It's like from 5:30 until like 11 o'clock. It's going to be daylight.
21st is officially the first day of summer, right?
Yeah, so either the 20th or the 21st is the equinox where it's super long. People
Dun,
have all
dun,
kinds of
dun.
parties because you get 18 hours of sunshine. Love 18 hours
This is
of
when we need a
sunshine.
farm.
We do.
Do some farming.
We could be out there doing. I have the Heyday Farm. Does that count?
What is that?
That's that little game on my phone where I go there and there are pigs and there are sheep that I shear.
Do
and
you get to launch them?
chickens? No, you have to
Oh.
like maintain them and care for them.
Really?
Yeah, so you feed
I
them.
think I've heard of that before.
You feed them and then they give you
And then you have to have
eggs.
like somebody watch them if you go on vacation.
No.
Oh, what was that game?
That game, I don't know what that game
not
is.
Flappy Bird.
Was that Farmville?
Farmville, I think.
Farmville,
yeah.
you had to have somebody
You,
watch
like,
your
grew a
farm.
farm. Yeah.
So my farm, I
It was
just
like
ignore.
real.
My heyday farm, I ignore. And then
Okay.
every once in a while, I'll go back on and play. And
How
like,
does
hey,
your stuff grow?
well, once it grows, it grows. It doesn't die.
Okay.
So then it's just all waiting for me.
Do you have to get on a tractor and like?
No, you use your little sickle.
Okay.
My harvesting sickle.
What's your favorite game that you play on your phone?
Favorite game that I play on my phone. Haley has, I don't know what it's called, but you like are racing. So you're running, and then you die. I die every time. But you're a potato. And you're running on treadmills.
You're a potato.
You're running on treadmills, and you have to
This game sounds fun.
you do flips to get away because there are graters. So
Oh.
if you hit a grater, you're dead. And you
Okay.
get sliced into chips. So that happens to me every time. I always get sliced into chips.
Man, how do people think of these games?
It's the same game as every game. You know, they just go
Creative.
ahead and do it, and then they do maybe some drugs of some sort, and then like, whoa.
Doesn't it seem
You
like
know
that
what
though?
we need? We need like a potato game, and like we'll sell it to kids.
Do you realize how many times potatoes have been mentioned on our show? Oh, did we get your joke yesterday?
No joke yesterday.
Curtis,
it
you're
came,
a day behind in joke.
It came to an end.
No.
Yeah, it came to an end. It has to be
The last
organic.
joke is the potato in the pants joke?
Yes, probably the funniest joke of all jokes. I could retell it.
That wasn't funny.
Kids,
No.
guy's at a beach and he
my
notices the
gosh.
lifeguard talking to all the ladies, and he
Yeah.
walks up. He's like, "Hey, how come all the ladies talk to you and nobody talks to me? They ignore me." Lifeguard says, "I'll tell you a little lifeguard secret. Tomorrow when you come here, put a potato in your pants." And he goes, "Okay." So the next day, all the ladies are like, "Ew, get away from me!" And he's like, "I don't know, lifeguard. That potato trick didn't work. All the ladies seem repulsed by me." And the lifeguard says, "Dude, you got to put it in the front."
This is Nick's first day here this week.
Yeah,
So
I
Nick
love
finds
it.
This is like my third or fourth
I
time
know.
hearing
That's
this.
a
yeah, me too, Amanda.
That's a great joke.
That is a great joke. Do you have another one?
I don't have another one, sadly. Sorry.
that's
Joke
too
time
bad.
is over.
A few minutes ago, we were writing poems.
Yes, we wrote a
And
great poem.
So it's summertime, and it's time for kids to go to camps, right? Are your girls going to camps?
Yes, but not like the camp that you're thinking of, like where you go
We're
to
going
a
to like
cabin.
day camps.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, so the whole writing thing made me think of this story. I had to dig it out that I found the other day.
Okay.
Some mom wrote a letter that she wished her son would have sent to her while he was at camp.
Okay.
Okay, and it goes like this.
And it goes a little something like this.
Dear Mom, thank you so much for letting me go to camp. I've learned so many cool things like how to take a fish off the hook, tie sailing knots, how to
Ooh.
groom a horse. Thanks for packing sunscreen. I've been out on the lake a lot, so it's really come in handy. You think of everything, Mom. I've been drinking tons of water since it's hot. See? I do listen to all your good advice.
Nice.
The other boys in my cabin are really smart and nice. I'm making lifelong friends that I will cherish forever. We've had fun learning camp songs, playing cards, catching frogs in our free time. During quiet time, I read the book you sent along. What a great selection, Mom. Like you suggested, I'm trying a lot of new foods. You were right. The oatmeal at breakfast isn't bad if I add raisins. And don't worry, Mom. I'm using all the manners you taught me over the years. We're camping under the stars tonight. I hope to see fireflies. I love you. W.
Okay.
XXOOPS. Tell my brothers I miss them.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So that's the letter she wished that she had gotten.
That's the letter that she wished she had gotten.
Okay. And he signs his name W in her wish?
Yes.
Okay.
What she actually got?
Yeah.
Dear Mom, good you packed extra underwear since I had diarrhea. It got on my shoes, but not my pillow. I'm having fun at camp.
Not my pillow.
I'm having fun at camp and learning stuff. I rock at windsurfing and kayaking. I've ate more push-up pops
Oh,
than
love 'em.
anyone. I've had 23 since Monday. Still 2 days left.
I love it. W. That is awesome.
Mhm.
That is
That
great.
camp sounds like fun.
I went to camp one time, and I remember that someone had a sore throat and went to the nurse's office and got the spray throat stuff,
Okay.
and then was telling us how good it tasted. So then for the rest of the week, we all pretended to have sore throats and sprayed this cherry stuff in our throat the entire time. Like they probably went through 8 or 10 bottles now, thinking back.
And didn't it used to make your throat numb?
Yes.
Is that the stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're all like, oh, I have a sore throat. I need some of that stuff. And they probably thought we were all sick, but we were all faking it. We were all just spraying the spray into our mouth at camp.
Okay, so yesterday we were talking about what is more stressful, getting married or
Yes.
buying a new car. And then Mindy called and said she was on her way yesterday to buy a new car.
Yes.
And had some drama on the hunt for a new car.
Buying a Mercedes. She had to go down to Chicago and pick it up yesterday. How did it go?
So are you there?
Yes,
Hi,
we
Mindy.
are. Yep.
Turn your radio down, babe.
Okay, sorry.
There
So,
you go. No,
Connie,
that's fine.
So we get there, the car's great, but they try to pull a quick one on us by having extra insurance for $400, and my husband was not happy.
Don't blame him.
It was like everything was great except for a couple things, and all of a sudden, boom! When the insurance piece came out, it was like, oh no! But it was a little hairy. I'll be honest with you. I thought we were done, and then boom! So I will be honest with you. Yes, it is worse than planning a wedding.
Wow.
Yeah.
The car was worth it. It's beautiful.
So you got down there. You had agreed to everything, and you got
That's
down there,
what
and
my husband said. Yes.
Right.
they tried to like add more charges.
Yes, and so when it goes titles and fees and registration, and
Yeah.
the fees part was it was kind of hidden there. So my husband put his foot down, and we walked away with not having to do it. Let's put it that way.
Good work. Good.
Yeah, that's good.
And you still
Yeah.
got the car.
Now,
I still got the car.
Okay.
if he would not have been with you, would you have put your foot down?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good girl.
good.
Yeah, I would have.
Absolutely.
Because we were talking yesterday about the car that
obnoxious.
my wife and I went to buy a car, and they didn't have the one we wanted. It had just been sold.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy kind of railroaded us into buying this other car, and we don't. And he just kept filling out the paperwork. And then at the end of the meeting, he's like, "All right, we'll sign this, and we'll get you in the car." And we're like, "We don't want this car. We're
Yes.
going."
Why do they do
Yes.
that?
Walked away,
Yes.
and
Yes.
my wife says that she probably would have bought the car because she didn't want to hurt his feelings.
Right.
But it was.
Oh, no.
It was crazy.
All right, so you love your car, and that was worth it. And now you're
That's
done.
it. Yep, I'm
Okay.
done. So I wanted to call in and say have a great day.
Now,
Well, thanks. You
now
have a great
just
day
need
too,
to
Mindy.
Start
Okay,
planning.
bye-bye.
Now you need to start planning a wedding.
She's got a husband. She already.
Maybe for a
doesn't need
kid,
to do
maybe
that.
for a friend. Who knows who she wants to plan it for? Just to see, just to compare directly.
Well, there
what it is.
there has been a debate going on for the last day on our Facebook page about which is more stressful, getting married or buying a car.
Right.
And it's super sad that buying a car to a lot of people is the
It
stressful
is stressful,
one.
and it's because of the salespeople. Come on, I know,
salespeople.
but they're not bad people, right?
No.
They can't be.
They might be very good salespeople if we're all stressed out
That
because
could
they're
be.
so pushy.
That could be, right? You push, and then all right, fine, I bought it. Here I am.
I
Thanks
just
a lot.
bought a $20,000 car I didn't want.
Yeah, I didn't want this car, but the guy had all the paperwork filled out, so I figured,
Just
what the
gonna
heck?
do it. Okay, coming up in a few minutes, can we talk about the zoo and the gorilla?
Yes, we can. If you've seen Old School, you have seen what happened to this guy.
That's a great story. We'll talk about it coming up.
Connie and Curtis.
Justin Timberlake. Chill 95.7. 8:48. I got great teeth going on right now.
I have a gay question for you right now as well.
Okay.
Are you ready to answer it?
Yes.
How close of a friend does it have to be for you to loan someone money and not think that they are trying to scam you?
How much money?
A couple $100. Hundreds of dollars, let's say.
Hundreds of dollars.
Hundreds of dollars.
Very close friend.
A very, very close friend. I have a Facebook friend who I knew 20 years ago, have not spoken to since, just messaged me yesterday. I'm homeless now. I'm reaching out to all my friends, seeing if anybody can spare a couple $100 just to help get me on my feet. I'll pay you back eventually when I think that I will have money. I will pay you back. And I'm really kind of wrestling with it because he and I were like really good friends, like super close.
You haven't spoken a word in 20 years?
Not one word.
Just friended each other. So he's got a cell phone.
Has
Or
a
he's-
cell phone and he's
Okay.
homeless.
Okay.
The story that he tells is that a rental property, the guy was fraudulent.
Okay.
So they ended up taking it from him and then kicked all the tenants out, is what he's saying happened.
Okay.
Katie doesn't believe it because she's never met this person, doesn't know anything about
Right.
this person. And this person is from my the 5 years where I can't talk about anything to the
Right.
kids. So she's heard all kinds of stories about this person and what he's been
Right.
doing. So he reaches out. About a month ago, he put on Facebook, great, now I'm homeless. And a bunch of comments. I mean, I didn't comment, but a lot of people were like, oh, that stinks. What happened? And he kind of went into minor detail.
Okay.
And then yesterday reaches out via Facebook message.
Now, was it an individual message just
Definitely
to you?
was.
Okay.
So I don't know who all he reached out to. I
Right.
assume other people because he wouldn't just come to me.
Did it say, and 157 more?
No. This is
Okay.
it's a one-on-one comment to me, like referencing things that we've talked about. Like it's a personalized plea.
What kind of friendship did you have?
We had like a crazy. Back then, we would have had no problem giving each other whatever we had.
Okay.
So I can see why he would reach out to me.
Yeah.
Because I would have no problem asking. He would have had no problem asking, and we would have given.
Do you have any problem losing $300?
No.
And never seeing it again?
Well, and that's what I said to Katie. I said, this is not, like, we're never going to get it back. Even if we
Right.
are going to get it back,
Right.
we still probably won't get it back.
Right.
But she is thinking, okay, what if he gets an envelope from us and it has this money in it? Now he knows where we live. Like, if he really is on sad, bad times, what's going to stop him from, like, robbing us from doing... She went like horror flick. Like, she went Miley Cyrus on
Well, you
this
could
thing.
mail it from someplace else.
Right. Well, but if I want the money back, I have to give an
right.
address, right?
Mail it from the radio station.
So if I want him to pay me back, so then that goes into play. And I said, I wrote it back because he messaged me and I read it. And you know how on Facebook messages, it shows you when someone's read what you
Right.
did? So then he wrote back like 4 hours after I read it. Hey, have you had time to think about that? I saw
Holy
you read
cow,
it. Like, he's like,
really?
I'm really hurting here. Like I'm out of money and I need your help.
Wow.
And I was thinking, wow, that's bold to have not talked to him for 20 years.
Absolutely.
And now he's reaching out to me.
Do you believe him? Is he a guy that that at least 20 years ago?
I know the lifestyle we led 20 years ago.
You think he's still leading it?
I don't think that anyone could have maintained that.
Okay.
So, no, I don't think that he is. But, yeah, who knows? My first thought was to just send him the money and be done with it. Like,
Right.
okay, I'm never going to see this again. Here you are. If you're lying, whatever, you got me. If you're not lying, happy to help. You know,
Right.
And then I got that other guy, Katie, in on there, and she's like, "Well, this is our money. We don't have this money to send," which we don't.
Right.
We definitely
Right.
don't have the money to send. So, yeah, who knows? Like, just a weird thing. But she got a bad vibe from the whole thing, like just someone reaching out on Facebook.
I do too.
For the
but then
money.
again, we don't know him.
Right.
I mean, I think if one of my friends, I'm trying to think, what was I doing? I had just gotten into radio 20 years ago.
Okay, so someone from that first radio station, if they reached out to you, hey, Connie, we used to work together up in Mount Pleasant, and now I need it real bad. We used to party every day.
No.
We were best friends.
No.
I was your best friend 20 years ago.
My gut,
Yeah.
when you just set that up,
Yeah.
was no.
Is no, I'm not doing
No.
it. What if I told
mean, in all honesty, it would be one thing if I just had money coming out of my ears.
Yes.
If I had a ton of money and $300 was nothing to me.
Right.
Yes, I would probably do it.
And that's what Katie said too. She's like, hey, we don't even have $200 to
Right.
send to this person.
Right.
So what do you say? Oh, here, I can send you $50 and then we just don't go out to eat next week. And that's easy. Next time the kids
Right.
want to eat, boom. But at hundreds, I can't do it. And what really is that going to help?
What specifically did the amount of money say that he asked for?
He asked for a couple hundred.
A couple $100
is what he said. Just to get me on my feet here while I'm sorting stuff out, working on it. So I assume he probably sent that to a lot of people.
Right.
And he individualized and he personalized the message so that we feel good.
Right.
You don't send out a chain letter. Hey, I need some money.
Right.
Send it to this address. But, yeah, because at first I was like, oh, like that stinks. You're homeless. I want to help you. And then I got bad cop who says, oh, no, he's scamming you. I'm like,
and
"Look."
again, maybe it's because we don't know him, but
Right. But anyone saying that, you would feel like they're scamming you.
I would,
That's what America
probably.
has taught us to believe.
Right.
That you're getting scammed.
Right.
Like it is. It's crazy. Amanda, you haven't been around for 20 years, but let's say somebody from high school. So what was that? That was 10 years ago. Somebody 10 years ago writes to you and says, "Hey, we were in 8th grade together. We sat next to each other in geography. I need some money real bad. Can you set me?" I mean, you haven't talked to them since 8th grade.
Right. I probably couldn't do it. I just could not see myself putting money in an envelope and sending it to them.
Right. Because it's gone.
If
it's gone.
If I haven't talked to you in 10 years and I haven't been a part of your life in 10 years, it just
it's
doesn't
not gonna
seem like
happen.
it just
Right.
doesn't seem like something that I could do.
Nick, what do you think? Intern Nick.
I don't think it after that amount of time that I would. It's like I'm not even really your friend. You're just looking for a handout.
The only time I hear from you is
Yeah.
when you
Yes.
need money.
Well, and that's why I kind of assume that he's reaching out to a lot of people.
Right.
But my first instinct is, oh my gosh, like this is my buddy. Like I immediately go back to
Right.
20 years ago.
I get
and I'm
that.
like, I gotta help this guy. This guy helped me out so much back then, and I helped him. Like we lived. This is the guy who we were in Colorado Springs. Okay, so one Saturday, we decide that we're going to go to Kansas City. Okay, we're just going to drive to Kansas City, going to have a good time.
All right.
We end up in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for a week, and then we ended up moving to Tampa, Florida. We lived in Florida then for 6 months. Like, we never went
Okay.
back. We never went back. Like, this guy and I, like, we were, like, so close.
You guys were vagabonds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And my money was his money, and his money was my money, and that's what happened.
Okay.
So I can see why he would reach out to me, knowing that, hey, I remember the good times.
Right.
But yeah, Katie definitely is like, no, do not do this.
Patty's
at
on the
all.
phone. Patty, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Patty, what do you think?
My thought is it's the new form of panhandling.
Yeah, and that's what Katie thought too.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're reaching out right now. Where have they been this whole time? I mean, it's not like you've had any contact with them.
Yeah, and he could make a ton of money doing this.
A ton of money.
Yeah.
A ton of
Absolutely.
money.
Isn't it kind of sad, though, that we all feel that way?
Because wouldn't
What
it,
if it's true?
Wouldn't it break your heart? Okay, let's say
You
that
find out it's real.
That somebody reaches out to you and they say, "Can I get a couple $100 to get me back on my feet?" Let's
Right.
say I assume that he reached out to more than one, but let's say
Right.
he only came to me, and then like I see an obituary, like homeless guy died, he had nothing, and I could have sent a couple $100. I mean, I don't have it, but I could probably scrounge it up and
Right.
sacrifice for like a month or two
Right.
and be able to not do some things that I do.
I completely understand. I used to work. Well, I'm a nurse, and I used to work in a hospital. And one of our coworkers went so far as to cut her hair, shave her hair, and went on with a whole escapade that she had cancer.
Oh my goodness.
And we gave her money. We gave her a vehicle. She said that she was being flown out to clinics. And we put gift bags together. We bought Christmas gifts. And this went on for about a year and a half.
Wow.
And, she lost weight. And then when she went from one group of people to, like, let's say the therapist and respiratory people, because people were getting real suspicious of her,
Right.
one of our respiratory people went to the house to talk to her daughter about setting up a fundraiser and found diet pills and everything else there.
Oh my
And said,
goodness.
how do you feel about your mom having, cancer? What can we do? And she's like, my mom doesn't have cancer. And we did this for over a year and a half.
Wait,
and
is this one that ended up in the news just like in the last
No,
year?
no,
Okay. This
no.
was because there
And
was
we
one year
ended
last
up-
year.
Right, that did happen.
Yeah.
And we, and the interesting portion of this whole thing is, I had a lot of coworkers and they, we were trying to process this and go through it. And I said to them, okay, we gave freely because we thought someone was hurting and we did this. Would
Yep.
this change the way that you feel, but would you have changed it and not given it to her? And they basically said, no, we go ahead. We would have given it to her.
Right.
And where would she have been if we didn't? Would she have mentally fallen apart
Right.
that much more?
Right.
So we were able to kind of stomach it and go forward, but we got burnt really bad with it. And
Yeah.
it just sounds like another form of panhandling and that
Right.
same kind of thing.
Well, and
there's
Okay.
and I think I'm prepared to just kiss the money goodbye. Like, and
Right.
I'm prepared to allow him to panhandle. And Katie is really kind of the one who's like dragging her heels.
Patty.
Because it's like you said, Connie, if you had the money,
Right.
then you just,
If I was
okay,
a millionaire, I'd be like, okay.
yeah, here's the money. But no, we're not. We're not-
Is it Alexia?
Yes,
Pretty-
Alexia.
Hi.
All right, Alexia,
So
what do-
you're saying it could be legit, right?
Yeah, I'm saying you could do legit. Not too long ago, my puppy, she broke her foot, and we didn't have the money. I got laid off. So we didn't have the money for the surgery,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and it was quoted $600 to $800. So
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to come by. So we, we're running out of options. So we finally went to this website called Funny Junk, and as a last resort, we just kind of set up a PayPal account, told our story, post pictures of our dog, and, the fine people of the internet donated to us, and we couldn't be more grateful. I mean, we're planning.
How does that PayPal account work? Because I said that to Katie. I said, what if I sent him a message saying, set up this type of account, and then he doesn't need to know like our address because she was worried about like him coming for more. Set that up. Like, is that pretty easy to access?
Oh yeah, it's pretty easy. You just go to PayPal. I mean, it'll tell you exactly how to do it, and basically you can send them a link in the email. If you guys can do a joint account where he can send money to you, you can send money to him.
Okay, he could pay it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's also at Walmart, there's the money cards too, where you can send money back and forth as well.
Okay. Well, awesome.
That's good
I
to
see
know.
Tons of people want to weigh in
Thanks,
on this.
Alexia.
We got 7708957. We got to take a break. If you want to come and talk about it, my buddy hit me up. I haven't talked to him for 20 years. You can call 7708957.
Okay, we'll talk about it next on Channel 95.7.
Save a